As a follow-up to the Jake Arrieta video I did yesterday, I'm going to show you the inside edge effective velocity report as it is for 2016, Jake Arrieta versus all left-handed hitters. Okay, um, there are a couple numbers here that I think will shock you a little bit. The basic idea of what he's doing. When you look at the inside edge report, it's designed to be like 9 reports in one. The at an instant, I can tell where he throws fastball. The epicenter of where he throws his fastball is clearly on the outside part of the plate. The pressure fastball is out here. Change-ups you can see are in this basic area off the plate. In fact, we'll kind of get to how severe that is in a little bit. Sliders are down and in off the plate. Occasionally they're here. In fact, the one home run was hit on this down and in area of sliders against this lefty. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's lefty. And of course, they hit sliders better down and in. It's not about that because, in fact, the studies that I've done show that when you look at right-handed batters versus left-handed batters and you look at the whole area, righties are actually 10% higher batting average down and in than lefties do. So this is a myth. The reason this ball is hit is for the reasons that we're going to get into in just a second. Okay, now imagine this outside fastball, and here comes the pitch from the third base side, boring in towards the middle of the plate and then working its way to the outside. That's what a Jake Arrieta fastball path will look like. It'll start middle and then it works its way off. So when he throws the fastball up and away, it's going to have an effect like that. It's going to look exactly like that fastball that's middle away, that's a strike, and then it's going to end up out of the strike zone. And then he's going to throw a changeup that's going to look exactly like that, and it's going to end up in this area, okay, outside the strike zone. And guys are going to chase it. If we look up at this part of the report, 78% of the time, 8 out of 10 guys are going to chase that changeup. Why? Because it looks exactly like the fastball that they're hunting. They're hunting this outside fastball. They're chasing this outside changeup. Now, look at the number next to this. Strike zone percent. Changeup, 10% of the time it's in the strike zone. And that, trust me, is an accident. That's not by design. He's not throwing the changeup dead middle by design. He's throwing that off the plate. It would be 100% if it were up to him, if he could control it. So that changeup is a full-blown deke that is all based around knowing that guys are going to sit on this outside part of the plate. So even though guys hit 412 on his fastball, these lefties, he's willing to give that up because most guys aren't pulling this out of the yard. Most guys are just hitting this because they're kind of defensive. But what they're doing instead is they're chasing this changeup. They're chasing it at a ridiculous clip. In fact, if we look back at the slider chase rate, it's at 47%. And the curveball's at 35%, and it's only in the strike zone 11% of the time. So it's designed also primarily to be a pressure pitch. So off of this same outside fastball tunnel, you're going to get a curveball, pressure pitch, slider, pressure pitch. And we look over at the homers, only one hit, and it's on a slider down and in. And again, no, it has nothing to do with the fact that that's the strength of a lefty. It has to do with the fact that he's hunting outside fastballs, and this one's going to hide, but yet it's gaining speed. So an 89 fastball on the diagonal is 89 EV. A 93 fastball middle away is 90 EV. So the hitter's geared for 90 and he gets 90, but it's moving more towards his bat. That's why this slider is hit out of the yard. Otherwise, if it were something other than that, why don't they kill this? Why don't they kill this? They're not hitting these pitches because this is the one that hides in that away fastball. They're hunting here. He knows that. Take a look at what happens here. Carlos Pena went on MLB Central and told the Brewers that this was going to happen. And I think he said 100% several times, this is going to happen. He's going to beat you on a fastball in here. And we can see that the hard hit ball rate is zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0. Why? Because you're not paying attention to that. You're looking for this. And as a result, you're chasing this, 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 and this. All because they all look just like that. They're all coming out of that tunnel. Brilliant design, but I got news for you, America. That's his B option. This is option B. And why? Because there's a major flaw in this design. Lefties haven't figured it out yet, and apparently will not for a while, and so his B option will continue to work. But when it stops working, it's going to be because left-handed hitters figure out what the reason is and why there's a major flaw in this.